Hi, this is Josh Brown with E&A Team. The mission and purpose here at E&A Team is to provide solutions to challenges in affordable housing. Now, we do this through a variety of products and services, which encompass four primary categories that we've outlined here: education, assessments, accessibility, and compliance. So today, I want to talk to you about compliance, because a common area that presents challenges to affordable housing operators is the area of compliance. Now, in many ways, compliance is king, as it is one of the most important aspects of affordable housing, and it carries significant risk of adverse impact if a property fails to meet its compliance obligations. Now, compliance continues to evolve and become more complex to manage for a variety of reasons. With scarcity of funds in programs, multiple programs are now leveraged together or layered to secure the necessary funding to finance a project. All of these programs have their own compliance requirements, and sometimes those requirements don't play well together. Now, this often creates duplicate work in maintaining compliance, as they have different methods, for example, of calculating income, handling assets, or determining student eligibility, among others. Staffing with the experience and knowledge is also often difficult to locate, and then even more difficult to retain. Compliance also requires significant expense to manage and can create burdens on already strapped property budgets. So that brings us to E&A's Compliance File Audit Review Service. So E&A provides a service where we utilize technology and knowledgeable and experienced staff to perform remote compliance file audit reviews to help property managers maintain compliance across their entire portfolio. So E&A Team begins the process with each client by executing an initial discovery period, where we establish an overall portfolio compliance profile for each of the properties that are to be monitored. Compliance obligations exist in multiple areas through multiple commitments made by the developer in exchange for the funding to construct the project. So we identify, collect, and maintain these documents in our back-end database so that we know what obligations apply to that property. This also allows us to automate and track notifications and handle timing considerations for those reviews. Now, some examples of this document collection include, first, identifying all the applicable programs associated with the property, and then collecting those associated regulatory and development agreements and other recorded instruments related to that property. We can also collect loan documents like the promissory note that can also be included in our compliance and asset management database to help track those monitoring obligations as well. Now, E&A Team provides clients with access to a secure online portal where we can collaborate on these compliance matters, where files and documents can be shared, where review activity can be monitored, and the protection of the tenant's private information is maintained. This portal is connected directly to the back office database, which allows us to take in electronic tenant file data and evaluate it against federal and state-specific compliance rules. We also understand that different clients have different needs, so the service can be configured to meet those needs. So the review of the files includes verification at its most basic that the documentation collected by the site managers meets the necessary requirements for content and timeliness and other applicable reasons. E&A staff also verifies that the calculations made by the site manager to determine eligibility for income, for example, are correct, and that other compliance issues such as student eligibility, how to handle trusts, other unique situations have been properly addressed. We can assist clients in numerous ways, including but not limited to performing a one-time 100% file audit to establish a baseline for compliance across the portfolio, or, for example, in preparation for an upcoming audit by a monitoring agency. We can also perform full integration into the compliance process, where we can utilize the XML upload process to review tenant data for the whole portfolio on a periodic basis, and couple that with a periodic review of a sample of files, usually 20%, to maintain quality control and verify the quality of the data being uploaded. We can also assist solely during initial monitoring, for example, during lease up of a new property or during an acquisition rehab. There are many other methods that can meet the unique needs of property managers and help them create efficiency and add value to their operations. After the completion of the file reviews, E&A delivers a report to the client that outlines any issues that were identified during the review. E&A will work alongside the client's designated staff to correct any of those issues to ensure that the file meets the compliance requirements. E&A can also provide periodic reporting on the overall status of the portfolio by aggregating the data that was obtained through the reviews and giving clients visual representations of their portfolio's performance and status. So if an internal audit as part of your compliance efforts would help your organization maintain compliance across your portfolio, and ensure that your staff are properly informed and educated on not only the what, but the how of maintaining compliance. Please reach out to us at E&A Team and see how we can help. Thank you.